Your roof right now is a cast iron skillet on a hot burner, and you are paying hundreds of dollars every summer to cool a house that your own roof is actively cooking. The Amish have been stopping this with a $6 bag of powder for over 200 years. Two regular guys with digital thermometers proved it drops attic temperatures by 40 degrees. And the reason nobody told you is structural, not a secret. The industry makes money when your roof stays dark. Your roof is doing something every sunny afternoon that most people never think about, absorbing sunlight the same way a cast iron skillet absorbs heat from a stove burner. That dark surface above your head pulls in radiation all day long, and once it's hot, it pushes that heat straight down through your ceiling and into your living room. This isn't a small effect. On a clear summer afternoon, your attic can hit 120 to 140 degrees. That's oven temperature, and it sits directly above every room where you're trying to stay comfortable. Your air conditioner isn't fighting the outside air. It's fighting the oven that your own roof built on top of your house. And that fight is expensive. A new central air system costs between $5,000 and $15,000 to install. In peak summer months, running it can add $100 to $300 to your electric bill, and some families see their summer usage double. Over 10 years, the average family spends tens of thousands of dollars just trying to undo what their roof does for free every single afternoon. But here's the part that changes how you think about this. You're not buying cooling, you're renting a solution to a problem your roof creates. And the industry that sells you that solution has exactly zero incentive to point at your roof and tell you the truth. They make money when you stay hot. Walk into any home improvement store in July and you'll see the same message everywhere. They're selling bigger units, better refrigerants, and smart thermostats that learn your schedule. The entire industry rests on one assumption. Your house is hot because your cooling system isn't good enough. And the fix is always to buy more. But think about what that means for the companies selling the equipment. A manufacturer makes money when they sell you a compressor. An HVAC contractor makes money when they install a new system. The utility company makes money when your meter spins because your attic is 130 degrees. Every player in that chain profits from your roof staying dark and hot. None of them profit from your roof turning white. The roof is the source of the problem, yet it's almost never treated as the source in a sales conversation. Ask a contractor how to cool your house, and they'll size a bigger unit. Ask about your electric bill, and they'll talk about SEER ratings and programmable thermostats. They won't tell you to walk to the concrete department and buy a $6 bag of powder, because there's no financing plan for that. There's no service contract and no recurring revenue. A one-time $14 fix is a dead end for a business model built on monthly payments. To see the gap clearly, look at the numbers. A commercial reflective roof coating runs about $60 for a 5-gallon bucket, and an average roof needs 10 of them. That's $600 in materials alone. A professional cool roof membrane installation runs into the thousands. Central air replacement starts at $5,000 and climbs to $15,000 or more. And then there's the hydrated lime. Two 50-pound bags cover a 1,300 square foot roof, and each bag costs $6. That's $14 total for a coating that real homeowners tested with real thermometers. Here's what is actually happening on your roof right now. At noon on a clear summer day, a flat surface in the United States receives about 1,000 watts of sunlight per square meter. That's the power of 100 bright incandescent bulbs pointed at every single square meter of your roof. If your roof is covered in dark asphalt shingles, it's absorbing up to 90% of that energy. That energy doesn't pass through to your attic. It becomes heat right on the surface, radiating downward into the attic air, which can climb to 120 degrees, 130 degrees, or even higher on the hottest afternoons. Then, that superheated air presses against your ceiling for 6 or 8 hours every afternoon and evening, pushing warmth into every room below. Your ceiling insulation slows it down, but it doesn't stop it. Your air conditioner isn't fighting the weather outside, it's fighting physics that your roof invited inside. There's a measurement for this, and it goes by the name albedo. Albedo is simply the fraction of incoming light a surface reflects. Fresh snow reflects about 90% of sunlight, but a dark asphalt shingle reflects roughly 10%. That means 90% becomes heat, and that heat has exactly one place to go. It goes down. This isn't new science. Builders in the Greek islands have been painting every roof white with lime for centuries, and every village on those islands still does it today. Traditional housing across North Africa uses light lime coatings for the same reason. And the Amish have used whitewash on barns and homes for generations, not just for looks, but because a white roof stays cooler and lasts longer. The knowledge has always been there. It's just been invisible on this side of the ocean. But before you grab a roller, there's one timing mistake that ruins the whole project if you get it wrong. The fix is in the full guide linked in the description below. The material is hydrated lime. It's calcium hydroxide, and it comes in a 50-pound bag from the concrete department of any hardware store. It costs about $6. It's the same white powder that has been used for centuries to make mortar, treat soil, and whitewash barns. When you mix it with water, it turns into a thin paint that dries to a brilliant white. In 2010, a homeowner named David decided to test this on his own roof. He had a 1,300 square foot asphalt shingle roof that needed replacing anyway, so he figured he had nothing to lose. He bought 2 bags of hydrated lime for $14 total. He mixed it 50-50 with water right on the roof using a hose and a bucket to avoid carrying water up a ladder. Then he rolled it on thick with a paint roller. The whole job took about 6 hours. Before he started, he put digital thermometers in his attic and inside his house. The numbers tell the story. With his regular dark roof and the air conditioner turned off, his house held between 87 and 92 degrees. His attic held between 120 and 140 degrees. After the lime coating dried, those numbers changed. With the air conditioner still off, his house held between 79 and 82 degrees. That's an 8 to 10 degree drop inside the living space. And the attic dropped even harder. It fell from 120 to 140 degrees down to 90 to 97 degrees. That's a 30 to 40 degree reduction in attic temperature, measured on the same house under the same sun. David was so surprised that he wrote up the whole experiment and posted it online for anyone to copy. Another homeowner named Wolfgang did the same thing and tracked his results over multiple years. In a 2015 update, he reported that the coating was still holding up fine, his energy usage stayed very low, and his house remained cool and comfortable. David kept his coating on for 2 full years with minimal loss. The trick is to apply it thick, because the material costs almost nothing. The application is simple. Bring a bucket, a roller, and a hose to the roof. Mix the lime 50-50 with water right there, so you're not carrying heavy buckets up a ladder. Roll it on thick and even. It'll look gray when wet and dry to brilliant white in a few hours. Don't get it on your skin or in your eyes. It's caustic, and it'll burn on contact. Wear gloves and eye protection. And don't apply it if rain is expected within 24 hours. After half a day of drying, it holds up fine through normal summer rain. But knowing the mix is only half of it. The real shift is understanding what the roof actually is. It's the first line of defense, not the AC. The air conditioner is the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff. The roof is the cliff, and right now your cliff is on fire. Once the roof stops absorbing 90% of solar radiation, the attic stops being an oven. Once the attic drops from 130 degrees to 95 degrees, it stops dumping heat downward through your ceiling for 6 hours every evening. The house stays within a livable temperature range passively. The AC becomes occasional help, not a machine running all day. This is why the solution is structurally invisible. You can't finance a bag of lime over 60 months. You can't sell a homeowner a service contract on whitewash. There's no recurring revenue or upsell, so the industry markets what it can sell and doesn't teach what it can't. And that isn't a conspiracy. That's just math. Once you see the system this way, you can't unsee it. The next time you walk past a dark shingle roof in July, you'll see a heat sink. The next time you see a white roof, you'll see a shield. And the next time someone tells you the only fix is a bigger compressor, you'll know exactly what they're counting on, you not knowing. Here's what you're walking away with today. The first step is to go to any hardware store, find the concrete department, and buy one 50-pound bag of hydrated lime. It costs about $6, and a larger roof might need 2 bags. You're still under $15. The second step is to mix it half and half with water on the roof and roll it on thick. Let it dry completely before you walk away. The third step is to pick a dry window. Rain within a day of application will wash it off before it sets, and you'll waste the whole afternoon. The fourth step is to put a thermometer in your attic before you start. Check it the next hot afternoon. You're looking for a 20 to 40 degree drop. David and Wolfgang both saw it, and you will too. The fifth step is to wear gloves and eye protection. This stuff is caustic, and it'll burn skin on contact. Treat it with respect. The full application guide, including the timing error that wrecks the project and how to avoid it, is linked in the description below. That link also has the exact mix, ratios, and safety details you need before you climb the ladder. You now know exactly what they were counting on you not knowing. Your roof is the enemy, and a $6 bag of hydrated lime is the weapon. The next time you walk past that concrete department, you'll see it differently. Subscribe for more fixes they don't put on the shelf.